Hi, this is our fourth lab session, and I will give you a brief introduction to the OpenDayLight controller so that you can use it to finish your final project. You can decide to use the OpenDaylight, the floodlight, or I think the pyretic you are using. So I suppose you have all downloaded this virtual machine from this website. And you can load it this virtual machine with VirtualBox. I tried VMware, but it fails, so I suggest you use the VirtualBox. And you can load it now. And we have a tutorial, which you can find in this website. You can skip the setup section, because we already downloaded another virtual machine, which is the same as this one. In this virtual machine, we have Mininet. By using Mininet, we can set up abstract network. You can see here we use the OpenFlow 1.3 interface, which is the most updated one. So this is the benefit by using the OpenDaylight. We can use the newest OpenFlow interface. All the commands for the Mininet is the same. And after you started this virtual machine, it looks like this. This is better because we have a desktop, so that we don't need to use the command line for everything. It will automatically jump out a browser. In here, we can find the tutorial by clicking the OpenDaylight. So in this terminal, first we want to find the OpenDaylight controller working space. So first we cd sdn hub OpenDaylight tutorial. After this, we can do a ls. You can see we have a lot of folders here. The first thing we need to do is compile the whole package. So we can do mvn install -nsu. It will take a very long time, so you can do it now. I terminated mine because I have already compiled. You can compile it. And after you compile it, you will get this information. Says build success. And this is our success. So you are doing the comparison? Yes, also the video. Yes. So this OpenDayLight controller is quite similar with the floodlight. We are using the Java to code it. This virtual machine is a Ubuntu system, so we can use the browser inside it instead of using our own operating system's browser. Have you finished the compile?
Yes.
Already finished?
Yes.
Okay, so after you compile the whole package by using this command, we can jump to the, we will try to launch the OpenDaylight controller. We jump to this folder and do the run sh. S is OS. After we jump to this folder, we can do a run sh. And you can see the controller is started. And after it started, you can press the button Enter here. So it will jump to the, jump to another command line. In this console, we can do some basic controller controlling commands. For example, we can list the nodes. Use this print nodes. This is nothing. This is because we haven't started the mainnet. Also, we can check the module we are running by running this SS tutorial. You can see we have one module running here called ADSAL-L2 forwarding. This is the only module we're running now. So let's open another terminal or another tab. Set up the mininet. and jump to the first tab, we can see the switch is connected to the controller after you set up the mininet. So this time you press print notes. You can see we have a switch which using the OpenFlow 1.3 interface here. So the next step here is in the mininet tab, we can try to do some pins. For example, H1 pin H2. If you are doing this, I think it's pinnable, but the TTL time is very large. This is because your module is running the hub. Is working as a hub, so it will take more time. And my module takes less time because I implemented the learning switch module in this source code. So the first time it will try to flag, takes a very long time. The next time it just forward it. So it takes so how to modify the source code? So how can you modify the module? We can jump to this folder. In another terminal tab. I think it's in the source. Yeah, in this folder, we have actually we have two important Java file. One is this tutorial L2 forwarding. This is the module we are running. Also, we have activator.java. This is something like a launcher. It can load this Java file. So if you want to modify the module, we can just via, and then you can see the source code of this module. You can do some modifications here. For example, you can change the string function equal to switch instead of hub. You can change it now. Because in this module, it has a if-else statement. If the function is equal to hub, it will just flag it. If the function we define is else, for example, learning switch, it will do some learning switch process. So it's very similar with the floodlight things. Also, the structure, everything is very similar with the floodlight. And after you modify this, you need to compile it again. Instead of compile the whole package, you can just compile this module. So you can jump to, instead of jumping to this root folder, you can jump to the module folder, this ADS ALL2 forwarding folder. Under this folder, you do a mvn install. Oh, look. This time we skip the tests, so it will take less time. Build success. And you can see the controller is still running, but we can compile it. So it's runtime compiling, which means we can compile it without stopping it. And the controller will always use the most updated codes.
You don't have to restart it.
You don't need to restart it, but you need to compile it. Yes. And this time you can do the pin test. You can see you will get this learning switch functions here. And for those who don't want to use the editor inside the terminal, we have another useful tool called Eclipse. So this time you can build it. You can write your code in the IDE. The working space for the Eclipse I set is the SDN something, our root folder. And under this root folder, we have two modules. One is ADSAR, another is MDSAR. The ADSAR and the MDSAR stands for two different structure of the module. You can use either one. I prefer the first one because it's there are some differences. You can go to the tutorials. It tells you what's the difference between the two and what you should use. This time I just use the first one, ADSAR, and under the source code we can see this is the Java file. This is the Java file for this module. So you can edit in the Eclipse. However, you still need to run in and compile it in the terminal. Yeah. I try to use this run tutorial.launch, but it failed. So better you can modify here, save it, and run it in the terminal. Compile it and run it in the terminal. So I think that's it. That's all for the OpenDayLight controller. You can find something useful in this tutorial website or Google it. And same with you, I'm new to this controller. And there are a lot of details I can understand. But if you want to use the OpenDayLight to finish your final project, you can use it. Thank you.